Nah, I'm gonna show you something. See, everybody want to talk that shit, but before God did anything, He did it on the earth. I'm talking about before He put Himself in a body and hit the earth. Cause you gotta think about it. The craziest shit, they say nobody ever raised anybody from the dead. Elijah did. For real. That happened on the earth. He raised somebody from the dead. Now it wasn't nothing like Jesus. Jesus said, I'm gonna show you something. They told Jesus 3 days before the man died. Jesus let this man die on purpose. Why? Because I'm about to show you how great God is. And why did he wait 3 days? Because God does it on the earth. Elijah did it. Then Jesus, he hinted towards what God was finna do. You can almost say that Jesus did it himself because he shouldn't have been slain in the first place. But Jesus is God. You're talking about the child, the brainchild of God. This is God's executor. And I wouldn't normally go with my dog because it sounded so fucking crazy when he said it so long ago. He was like, man, nah, that's Jesus. Opening up earth, swallowing all the people in the beginning of the Bible, that's Jesus. And from my understanding, like, why would Jesus be doing this? And no, because he's the action of God. I can't tell you whether he had a spiritual body or not. I don't think so. But, you know what I'm saying? He had never been in a physical. Well, I ain't going to say that. Because just as the devil can possess people, God can also. Whenever they say the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, all that stuff went down in a split second. All right, I'm about to ride your body. And your conscience was like, cool. Sure, it's an honor. And I'm trying to tell you, most of the time, if it ain't peace, some shit finna die. A lot of shit. When them boys played Samson over the Western College, Samson was gonna let it go. He was, and God said, no, folk, we ain't letting that go. We ain't. So you just gotta watch the little parts where they say the Spirit of the Lord, because God actually do possess people. I can't say he's doing it now. He's probably not doing it now because Jesus already came. That was God's ultimate goal. But just, if he was rocking with some people, think about all the strength that he, and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I don't even see it where it don't say. You know what I'm saying? He was raised in it. The nigga just had incredible strength. It don't say like he was just some rider for God. It just doesn't say that. He seemed kind of arrogant. But when you kill a lion with your bare hands, you can get away with that. You know what I'm saying? But God can possess people as well as the devil. It's easy. Whenever you see, you know what I'm saying? Just because he don't have you do nothing don't mean he's not possessing. Maybe he just wants you to feel his presence. You know, I actually do anything. But I'm telling you how it used to pop off in the Old Testament. Most of the time when they say the Spirit of the Lord came upon somebody, a lot of people finna die. And you got people that God didn't even fall on, but they made decisions for God, like Moses. You know that they made decisions for God because it wasn't his decision. Whatever Moses' decision was, it didn't even get called out till Jesus. They say, but the Moses law, God say, man, you made a promise with me. I never told Moses that, you know what I'm saying, he could do that. I basically let him get away with it. He was doing a big thing. He's not a perfect man. Some shit was gonna slip through the cracks. And that's only because, what was it? His stepdad. His stepdad was like, well, you should do this and this and this and this. But you know what I'm saying? Create judges and all of this other stuff. All that just made it worse. Why would it make it worse, Mike? Because he is going through the, you know what I'm saying, the business. He got to do the camp and the army and everything. He's basically doing everything. And he was stressing himself out. But what I'm saying is, that was they only link directly to God. Making a court system was not really the way to go. So even though Moses was stressed out, he should have, you know what I'm saying? But God doesn't penalize him for this, so I won't either. Because you don't know how stressed out that can make you. He didn't penalize anybody. Matter of fact, he let it ride. But got Moses fucked up when he struck that rock. God didn't like that at all. Why? Because this could possibly fuck with the future. If God is writing all of this down so he could tell you what the future is, but he tell this nigga to speak to the rock and he hit it, that's going down in the books. But he does not step away from Moses. In the same sense, nigga proved me wrong. I kept saying it wasn't nobody in heaven, but I had to take that back because when Jesus hits the scene, Moses and a couple other people come talk to him. But for the most part, I still believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Most people, God chooses who done paid their dues and who ain't. Like God chooses, we ain't even gonna hold court for you. That's a no-brainer. It's like David. I doubt David is in a holding cell somewhere. But all the rest of the people are. They'll wait in judgment. Everybody, once you die, you probably can watch it. I don't know. Actually, I don't believe that. I still think you're in ignorance. You're in ignorance till you see. Because it would have been, you know what I'm saying? If Jesus would have just said, well, okay, he would have went to hell and been like, all right, everybody, let's go. You know what I'm saying? If he would have did that, then I could have believed that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he goes and he preaches to the people mean they stay ignorant. In some sense, people, you wouldn't know if he died. Why? Because why has he got to convince you? He shouldn't have to do that if you know. If you know this is hell. Motherfuckers like, but I also believe that hell is a beautiful place. Everything that God made was good. The problem is when he throws it into a lake of fire, that'll fuck it up. So this makes Jesus' burden a lot lighter. Because hell's not on fire. Think about it. If Jesus came and hell was on fire, everybody would choose to leave. Nope, let's not stay in the fiery place. If the bitch was a void, if it was purgatory, you just float there, bitch be like, let's get the hell up out of here. The sense that he has to preach to them is wild. Because they don't even know they're dead. Boy, that's some real nigga shit. So if that's the case, then even the people that's caught up in the heaven holding service, because it's two of them, it's like he already divided them. They're just coming in for their trial. He already divided them. Now I don't know if some people that's in the heaven divide is going to hell or what. I don't know. Depends on what you say at your trial, but everybody got a trial, folks. Everyone has to die. Who in the Bible did not die? Now, know the first thing they're going to say. They're going to say Elijah didn't die, and they're going to say Enoch ain't died. But these motherfuckers got to come back to earth since they never died and die. I don't know why Elijah died, but I don't know why he took Elijah. But you know what I'm saying? Enoch is a scribe. This is how raw and fair God is. You have a human scribe. For real. He's writing all the shit down that humans do. And some of what God is saying. And that's damn near the beginning of time. So he's been there for a while. When they come back, wherever the fuck they went, heaven, wherever they went, they done learned a bunch of shit. They're gonna know shit. They're gonna do miracles in the streets and shit like that. And this nigga is gonna have them killed and just bodies just stinking in the street like Satan gonna be, how dare you? I run this shit now. I'm serious. They're gonna be in here trying to rescue people. I don't know where they're gonna pop up in the world. I don't even know if they already popped up and they done killed them. But I can say his time track is pretty decent. I would say they will come back towards the end. It's like God's last plea before you jump off the goddamn edge. His last plea, they're gonna come back, and we gonna be went back to savages, dog. Killing people in the street and letting their bodies sit out there. I would think it would be in the Middle East, but ain't no telling. It don't really say exactly where they're gonna go. But any guess, it would probably be over there, which we don't get their news, so they don't have to tell us. Man, this life is so fucked up. And see, that's why you gotta thank God, because He understands that shit. But we fall so much because of just the world. That's why you can't love this motherfucker, because if you do, you gonna be way too far in, dog. God stopped me up at the beginning. But I ain't gonna say I ain't had knowledge of that. I was like, ah, damn, why is everything going wrong? I'm trying to do right, but everything is going because the devil is trying to crush me before I can't understand it. Is that nigga still around? Fuck yeah. I don't stop him from trying, but I can tell his ass to go away sometime. If I'm not interested in all and what he wants me to do, tell his ass to go away. If it's something I never thought, if it's some kind of crazy extreme, I know I don't think that way. Everyone gets mad, but you don't have to take it to a point where now I got to get you. You know what I'm saying? You can fall back from that. I think the only way truly to get somebody, and you should really not use this unless it's absolutely necessary. Your presence, your fucking presence, dog. Because I will tell you this, light is hard to find. People will rally behind motherfuckers that got the light. I ain't talking Lucifer like. We ain't looking for knowledge or illumination, none of that shit. We looking to see. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we're all blind. And we don't necessarily need the blind line leading the blind. I don't want to be the leader. Me, I just tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? We'll start something. You got to start somewhere. Just, nigga, you stop lying. And I feel that gets me in a lot of trouble, but because everyone is lying. And when I start calling that shit out, people don't like it. I can't help that. And I'm reluctant to get at my little elders and stuff like that, but any man would. You would hope God would just tell them so I don't have to deal with it. Tell them I'm not lying. Please, can you do that for me? Because I don't want to fight with them. Any situation God will bring me out of, but it's like I'm not trained for that type of battle. So if you can just tell them, it's not that they're wrong. It's that I think y'all kind of lock God out a little bit. Why? Because when you tell your ass, be graceful, forgive, motherfuckers ain't listening to that. They want to throw, and it's women that really throw more salt. We don't got no men. Uncle Dunn is really passive. So who is throwing the shade? And that's just a personal note for my own family in case they ever listen to this shit. But it ain't nobody, y'all won. I am simply saying, in winning, what have you done? Look at it. Don't turn your head. Don't turn your head. This is your handy. Now, let's take that. And I ain't talking about just my family. We're going to place that as a billboard for all women for now. What has happened when these motherfuckers put your ass in power? They making it where y'all cool with it now. Niggas is like, hell nah, we ain't killing babies. That's some shit that these Europeans came up with. So, now we killing babies. We expediting our men out of the goddamn family. Hurry up, nigga. Get out this. Fly. They'll teach you nothing, so. Man, I still don't know how to do a lot of shit. Really, you do. To raise children, you need both mentalities. It don't matter which one they're playing, and they're just playing different roles for different people. If it's a man, the man gonna be stern, but fair. You still have a possibility to change a bitch's mind, but you gotta say the right shit. A lot of us too young to even know what the right shit is. I hate to compare man to Jesus, especially at this time, but she said some interesting things to Jesus. That's why I think God don't want to know everything. What fun is that? He knows the end of the game. Why? Because you do this shit every time. So it's just a matter of time before it happens again. I don't think he wants to know. He said, I know a man's heart and where his treasures lie. That's not saying he knows everything you do. He's saying, I ultimately know what you will pick based on your life. If your treasures are not over here, then I know that because they ain't in my inventory. If they're over there, then I know it. It's not like he knows everything. He wants to be impressed. And you can't do that knowingly. And I'm just saying, he created you sovereign. You are responsible for your soul. How does he know everything? He doesn't. Why? Hey, look, if he knew he was going to have problems, why don't he just fix them before you ask? Because people are different. For some people, that's a problem. For some other people, that's not a problem. I mean, you really got to look into man. Man was fashioned amazing. It's this wanting to rebel against the Father is fucking mud. They're already in the wilderness. What they're really saying, they ain't like the son that came home and you know what I'm saying, his father put a ring on his finger and shit. They're like the motherfuckers that say, I ain't never going back. Why? Because it wasn't a point to be free. You are. You can do anything you want. Don't let the government, man, boy, you can do anything you want. Now, they will kill you for this. But there's nothing you can't do. They will kill you and they will jail you for this. But it is nothing that any human on the planet can't do. If you take action against the system, they don't give a fuck if you protest. They don't give a fuck about a motherfucking protest. What they don't want is you to take too many minds of the people and destroying their shit. That's the only thing that hurt them. If you get too many people on your side, or goddamn, you destroying their shit. That's the only thing that pisses them off. Don't kill them, just pisses them off. Because you can't kill the system. The system is an ideology. The system is a way that the elite think. It has nothing to do with pork. It has, brother. The strangest thing is they worshiping the same fucking gods that they were then. This is thousands of years ago. But they tell you crazy for wanting to worship God. The shit is some pure fuckery, dog. It's pure fuckery. But I ain't doing that. I'm just trying to comment. Little 8 minutes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to comment so it'd be easier to download. You know what I'm saying? Just my thoughts, man. I think I'm gonna change the name from goddamn Truth 900, even though I speak that. Truth from a Drunk Man. Subscribe. Truth from a Drunk Man. Hey, you know it's bad when drunk people start telling you the truth. Goddamn, you just know it bad. Goddamn, if an intoxicated person gotta tell you the truth, it's a bad day. I think I'm really gonna change the name, or a message from a message from a drunk man. It fits my character so much, at least for now. I don't even lie. Fuck it, move it then. But don't mistake it for it not being the truth. And I say the truth 900 and not 1,000 because God gotta have His space. I'm stuck at 9. Only way you can get to 10 is you get invited, my nigga. That's it. You can stay stuck at 9. But 9 is not a bad place to be. Why? Because understanding is half the fucking battle. If you understand something, and it's just, you know what's the craziest part for me? I think it'll be the craziest part for everyone. Is we did not know it was that big. But when you think about God, create the world, all that shit, it didn't make sense, but we never think about it like that. Like, if God is that big, and this is the only opposition to God, and God said, well, shit, nigga, go ahead, do what you do. But it's a real blessing to be had. It don't even say if goddamn Job was a Jew. It don't even say that. It don't say that. It say he found solace in Gentiles for real. It's like Gentiles believe this man way more than we did. Well, I ain't gonna say we. I don't want to play into the factor that we God's people and all that other crazy shit, but it's not crazy. If you look at history, it's not. You can see why some people feel that way, and you can see why they're constantly fucking targeting us. I never found anything that fit, but that might fit, dude. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers was doing this shit from the jump. They couldn't get black people to do it. Like all this gay shit, that's why we seeing all these gay motherfuckers. The shit is running rampant in the streets too. I'm saying, what point is it to switch your gender? And shit, whoever you fuck for that matter. Because the same, well, them really not the same question. If you want to switch your gender, you hate yourself. It's not that you hate yourself. You hate the way God made you. So that's a violation. And to the other motherfuckers that want to turn gay, what can a woman do that a man can't? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? For niggas, what can a man do that a woman can't? That's total fucked up psychology. So you gotta break that psychology down. Really, you got slave motherfucking mentality, dog. Cause I imagine any man that wants to turn gay, and then it's not turned by other motherfuckers. Guess who the man is? The nigga that didn't want to turn in the first place. He's like, I'm cool over here, but some shit happened, and now this nigga don't know how to get out, and He probably really got love for the motherfucker, and it's wild. Who's the man? Now who is the woman? That's a slave mentality. You want to be conquered. You can't take the role of bitch, then act like one. Maybe like, well, shit, I just go get a bitch then. It'll be no need. And I just think people shouldn't find solace in just because we like to do the same thing. And that's just true. Men like to do the same things. But that don't mean we equate you as a girl. That no. Just because we play basketball every day together, that no. It's not the same thing. Women need to really fix their role because you just crashed a whole family. And you don't see that shit growing worse. And I ain't even talking to the worldly motherfuckers. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the ones that so-called believe in God and so-called believe in order and structure. But I think you're lying. Order and structure do not work that way, and you know it. The women just want a little bit more power. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that in your churches and shit. They wanted a little bit more power, so they went forward. That's why I don't want to be, I really say at the bottom where it's safe. For real. Because the more up, I mean, you can lose your soul at the bottom. But the more up you go, the more intent, more it's going, you're probably going to lose your soul, dude. Why? Niggas going to be, here, if you do this, I give you this. If you do this, I give you this. And then all of these decisions are going to weigh on you. Some of these people might not even be gay. It's just like cosmetics and everything. Some of these motherfuckers don't wear that shit. And it's just so crazy because they don't have to. That's all they have to do is be the face for it. Check get cut in the mail. Boy, I'm telling you. Ain't nobody, ain't our politics, the people that run the goddamn country ain't got to tell the truth. No one has to tell the truth. And I find that sad. Because you remember that motto, the truth shall set you free? They going against that. I believe the truth shall set you free. Why? Because you can't move on without saying it. Not real people. If I offend you and you do what a woman do and hold it in, that just makes the problem bigger, man. That just compounds the problem. Instead of compounding the problem, you deal with each one. And they're going to say no, no, yes, no, yes, yes, no. I ain't saying you got to be sly with it. Women don't have to. If you know a God, talk to him. And he going to give you confirmation or whether that's the way the fuck that's going to be, or I talk to him. You can go over a nigga's head. It's not cool to do, but it's God. But God, I'm telling you, if you really want to see the power of God, do some shit like that. God say fuck around and say I talk to him. He don't want to block the man's decision in none of this because he got free will. But you go talk to the man and you say nothing. You gotta tell you, don't say nothing. Next thing you know, 2-3 days later, he come back, he apologizing, he saying he wrong. You know what I'm saying? You don't think about it like that. Nobody does. You can't if you working in the army, you can go over a motherfucker's head. Tell me what your plight is. They call it a grievance. Gotta tell you right then, this is my work, or I talk to him. You can't accept that as either other way at that point, because he's really not in the business of making people do anything anymore. He don't make anybody do anything. This is where he really wanted to get it. You know what I'm saying? He had to put his work in. He did all of this with Jesus. When Jesus said it is finished, what do you hear God basically saying in Revelations? What do you hear him saying before that? He said, my spirit when I was derived with man. When he's saying man, he's not talking about individuals, man. He's talking about with them as a whole. And you see this shit right now. Right now. God's spirit is not derived with man. It's not enough to stave off all the evil shit. They're gonna conquer this bitch. Oh, you can try. See, one of two things: you ain't gonna win, or they're gonna kill you. One, they either gonna kill you for real, or they're gonna assassinate your character, which is gonna have a blowback of a song. I mean, if you up for it, I say do it. But I say don't do it from within the system. Fuck that. It's too easy to be corrupt. Fuck that. These politicians is not gonna help you. It's too much shit that they can gain from it, and it's too much pressure that they can put on these people and their families. So you just you dead though. From the bottom, you'll know when they finna come and get you. You'll know. You'll start popping up all on the news and shit. It won't just be one time. That should be a couple times. You'll be like, God damn, why these motherfuckers watching me? Why they watching you? Because Satan noticing you. You fucking up his program. So he want to holler at you. And it's in Satan is sly. I don't imagine he's going to just try to kill you. He's going to try to convert you. And it don't make no difference which way you do it. If he can get you to be unjust for any reason, even though God will forgive you for that shit, he just knocked you down a peg. If you become like a politician and you real about this shit and you honest about this shit, the motherfucker gonna say take the money. And you're gonna turn down the money. And then they say, look, well, we gonna fuck your family up. And you fold because of that? He already got a foothold in your ass. I don't know what the fuck you tell him. But it's just like, look, nigga, I'm going all the way. Do what you got to do. But immediately after I left that conversation, it's me and you had to have a talk, God. Because he is threatening my family at this point. You gonna let him kill my family, God? What's up? Tell me the truth. He will. But don't tell them you will. Don't tell these people that you will, dog. Because they got a foothold in your ass. Now, your whole power has been destroyed. Shit, boy, I'm young though. Need some training from my old man. I'd be like, nigga, let's get it. You say you're gonna destroy it, they'll do it. And why? Because God let me sink to the bottom. I know what it is. I hate the fucking bottom. But I've been there a few times. A lot of times. Matter of fact, I got up once and I was depressed when that happened. For real, I was making decent. Actually, I was making decent money a couple times. I was depressed one. Second one, I was still depressed and I fucked myself. Shot myself in the foot. Oh, cheddar bob ass nigga. But I got over that. That's why I still get like lonely and shit. But it ain't about a woman or a man. It's just I don't even got friends at this point. Everybody pretend. Cause everybody trying to manipulate everybody. So it's like the shit weird, man. But I can't be mad about the shit that I use. The shit I use is like, look, you don't want to be fucked up with me, I don't want to be fucked up with you. That's the shit that I can't do it. To me, you know what I'm saying? I can improve on myself rather than have somebody warp my whole ideology. Y'all taking niggas for a ride. And this is what I could tell women. Look, you get shit that motherfuckers you get more results with honey than you do with that bullshit. If you come, I don't know, it depends on what kind of nigga you got. But it ain't nothing but a few kinds. It ain't a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? Dope boy even did that. Rich nigga, you done did that. The nigga that was trying to holler at you and didn't have all that, that's probably what you should have chose. So now you done hurt your heart and you feeling some type of way. And whenever you get with a real nigga, now he got to have the problems of all of the men you've been with. Because it's all you've ever chased. But of course, these men were going to break your heart. If anything, a smart woman and a woman that was trained by her mother would have knew this. Unless you fuck them up too. And yeah, we fucked up by at least 2 generations back. I know my generation